Apresúrate, tienes 10 segundos para dar me gusta y suscribirte usando tu dedo meñique. No muchos pueden hacer esto, así que si lo logras tendrás buena suerte. Acabo de enviar muchos pases de batalla y skins a mis suscriptores y enviaré más. Si tú también quieres un skin o pase de batalla, solo tienes que dar me gusta, comentar tu idea de Epic para poder agregarte y suscribirte con la campanita activada. Cada día hay un ganador al final del video. Y todos los que me sigan en mi Instagram y me manden captura de que usan mi código ganador en Fortnite podrán ganar más skins y pases de batalla que regalo en mi Instagram cada día. Con esto dicho, disfruten del video. Chicos, sortearé 1000 pavos en cada video y 40,000 pavos al final de cada mes para 4 de ustedes. Y también muchas cuentas con skins que a todos les encantan como estas. Solo debes estar suscrito con la campanita activada, dar me gusta, comentar participo y usar mi código ganador en Fortnite. Mucha suerte a todos y gracias por apoyarme tanto. Chicos, hoy veremos jugadas muy épicas y divertidas, así que asegúrense de ver el video hasta el final, dar me gusta, comentar y suscribirte con la campanita activada. Disfrútenlo. Chicos, creé un Discord en el cual podrás conocer personas para jugar a Fortnite u otros juegos, y para comenzar estamos sorteando 1000 pavos en Discord. El ganador se dará mañana y habrán sorteos y eventos cada 2 días, como también partidas personalizadas casi diario. Tenemos salas para que compartas tus clips de Fortnite, tus memes favoritos y hasta tu setup. En todos podrás ganar recompensas. Hay niveles y rangos en el servidor que podrás ir desbloqueando. ¿Qué esperas por unirte? El link está en la descripción. ¡Te esperamos!
About them being laggy, I remember this actually.
To make it a top 25 for the placement points.
Huge plays there. Wailing going down to the feed. What a shot. A quick edit swap there.
Yo, boogie bomb.
Bugha showing why he's one of the most active.
Oh yeah, for ballers, that's right.
15, Meg with an elim. Your feed in the top left. One of the most important things to watch if you're looking for players' names. Here he's gonna have to wait and bait players out. Movement now. Here it is. The shadow bomb for rotation.
Remember when people would shadow bomb inside a 1x1 and not make an edit and they get trapped in there in storm?
Huge. He does have 3 shockwave grenades as well, in case height needs to be taken, or even a long-range rotation.
I wish we could just see Bugha's perspective.
4 eliminations. Everyone in here getting those placement points. Beam from above and goes down.
Wix is alive.
It's gonna be tough there. Saw him picking up that elim. Bugha though 5. Right now moving forward.
But not only that, 2 shadow bombs left.
Bugha's still staying mid.
Grenades too. The #1 point we've seen in competitive Fortnite this weekend. When do you use the shockwave to go for height? It's Sam currently on height. Bugha sees that. That was him taking a look for exactly where the player is. I think it's time, Dr. Lupo. No, shadow bomb will be used. Okay.
Oh my god, I wonder if he's invisible on their screen.
Yeah, I was looking to see.
He's saving those. Don't you worry. I guarantee before too long, a player like this is going to make plays, hitting the edge.
Oh my god, he's in the open.
He's going for edit shots. Big
bro, that's so OP.
Bugha picking up his 6th elimination. Creo,
Miss watching Bugha
all on the low ground. Bella EU,
one player just shockwave the height. It's still Sam up top.
Still got it. St. Flores Creole, 1v1 up top, 1v1 on the bottom, stuck in the box. Big hits, back-to-back shots.
Oh my god.
Bugha picking up another elimination.
Bugha is insane
now. Almost going to be his game to win. We'll see another one. Can he find the 9th elimination and the first victory royale, the World Cup solos?
Dr. Lupo, it might be time soon. It might be time soon. Bugha smiling. He's got the health
this is where he shockwaves off. I remember.
Folks, it might be time for the shockwave play. Bugha can soar up into the sky. Go for it. Here it is.
He misses though.
Died. Shots coming in. No elimination yet.
Oh, so clean.
Victory royale.
Oh my gosh. Confident play from Bugha.
Tfue. Okay, I want to watch this.
Mix from Brazil. We often saw very aggressive gameplay from those players during their qualifying matches.
All they would do was kind of just stomp through their lobbies. We always talk about how insane it was. Here's the inventory for Tfue right now.
Oh no, now he's got to fight.
3 big shields.
Good lord.
4 shadow bombs.
Good lord.
A launch pad. A legendary
I wonder why he broke
rifle,
that.
a blue pump shotgun. Tfue set up for the rest of this game, nearing max materials as well. This is what happens when you give this man block all by himself.
See how he waited to break the top rock so he still had cover while farming the bottom. Not that a lot of people did, but you could, you know? Flint knock, shockwaves, ballers. I mean, there's just so much, right? Shadow bombs.
It's like a fight he's potentially looking to take. Not sure exactly what the health
is he trying to pickaxe swing?
Just ahead, but you got to think, okay, so there is a health advantage.
Was pickaxe swinging a thing back then?
Back here? As Kluja will begin to heal on up, so it does look like Tfue damaged the player, thought about challenging, but for right now, we'll just box for a moment. They are very, very soon gonna have to move towards the zone.
If you're watching online and you get an opportunity here, flip some shots from Tfue.
I just dropped down the mountain and heals.
We've seen it before, and we'll see him again with that infantry rifle. One of the best in the game.
That was kind of greedy from Tfue. He has a ton of materials. I think he didn't expect his opponent to challenge and go for a shot, but because he tries to save a couple walls of wood, has to pop one of those big shields.
Yeah, which he could
says, you know what? I'm out of
Kurt
here.
actually has a lot of game sense.
So Tfue has a long trek ahead of him. Might have to decide if he's going to use a launch pad here.
Nah, he wouldn't.
Probably not, as he does have the slipstreams down below, but still will take some damage from the storm.
If there is,
he's got a campfire too.
Spawn up at the burger. He can take the zip across, jump off.
He's looking for ballers right here.
We'll see.
There's no way there'd be some.
Eliminated to start off this game in 90th place. So our game 1 winner out early on, which means
Bugha died?
And go down and grab it.
Oh yeah, he did.
Bugha eliminated early on, which means that 9-point lead will surely be cut down as this one goes on. Quick thing I want to remind everyone of, yesterday we were nearing the #1 trend in the world on Twitter. I'm going to challenge all of you right now. Use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup as well, and the next zone just
I think Tfue dies here. I remember watching this.
Even more Southwest. Tfue still alive in this game. So far, 0 eliminations. Still, though, with this magnificent inventory for the late game.
He doesn't use his shadow bombs. I think he could.
Outside in the storm, forcing your opponent to take damage, knowing that they're not healing for their own HP, basically a way of weakening them, and then you choose the time to engage, means you don't even have to be as accurate as before. Got a shotgun. Tfue take a couple shots, and that player on rotation with the shadow bomb.
Tfue rocking the infantry.
See them since they're basically invisible. They are a shadow.
Yeah.
Is that why they call it a shadow bomb?
Not entirely sure yet, as I'm still figuring that out. Tfue not safe in the next zone. He's going to use launch pad. He's going to try to use whatever his opponent places down right here.
Oh no, damage being applied.
Oh no.
Attempt to try and bait, does put down that launch pad. Here
That's not going to help too much though.
Yeah,
would you guys have taken the zip line, got up top?
Not to flying past multiple players in
shadow bomb
move, and here we go, shots from the backside.
Okay, hypothetically, it's hard to tell. Sorry, I want to rewind this. It's hard to tell when you're Tfue, of course.
As accurate.
But
figuring that.
Look what would have happened.
Shadow bomb
being applied.
So he launch pads, right?
Does put down.
And he could take the zip line, get up on this mountain. Look at this mountain, guys, completely clear. And then you rotate all the way down and you're probably free. But he ends up rotating down where there's so many other players where they have angles on them, you know?
Chooses not to, flying past multiple players in
shadow bomb.
And here we go.
And this is where I think he ends up dying, like really close to here.
He's going to have to box up for just a second. There it is, shadow bomb and door.
Nice door at it.
Making a move on the outside.
He messes up.
Still, and you can keep this by jumping against the wall.
That was not a good shadow bomb, I can tell you right now.
Gotta be disappointed there.
Oh
Big
my god.
Down to 55 HP. Tfue, the edit from the outside, and he is eliminated by King.
And look who it is again, King, the player with 7 eliminations in
That's
game
tough,
number
dude.
1.
You're playing with the best of the best, you know?
Going in game 2, the heavy sniper that immediately destroys that wall.
How's he supposed to know if there are people out there though? I mean, yeah, that's the thing, like you don't know. I'm just basically saying with the information that I have like right now, that would have been the play, but obviously in the heat of the moment, it's like he clearly knows, you know, what he's doing, what he's going for. But I mean, you could indicate that that's like the shorter side of zone rather than up here. You're going down. I mean, I don't really know. It's tough. Clarity, Psalm, King, Commandment, Vivid, Issa,
Dubs. Up King down to just 40, 30, 20, 15 HP, under 10. No, still 17 HP. Will only be at 42 effective health.
He has low max
I mean,
too.
if he gets any further than this, it'll be an absolute miracle. And no, down goes King, but I think one of the crowd favorites beginning to emerge today. Fantastic performance at this point. Benji Fishing goes down as well.
Oh my god. Bro, he's got the proximity launcher in endgame.
Baller at the bottom.
Top 15.
He starts sitting on 2 eliminations in this. The entire field.
Dubs in the baller.
On the left with Road Shark remaining up top.
Bro, just watch the baller, guys. Just watch.
Shadow bomb is saved from any fall damage. Vivid beam on the
Oh
rotation
my god.
upfield.
They're actually so fun.
Still there too.
Vivid's on
This is a messy meta.
Here can capitalize and take shots on all these players rotating. At this point, Vivid's best.
But if you got heavy sniped out, you'd die out there.
Ballers into fights. You don't want to let them remain inside and safe. If you pop them out, it may be an exposed position. Other players will take shots, and that's going to get you to better place.
Look at the ballers. The ballers beginning to scale the mountain. Link still has high ground.
I love the casting, bro.
By chance? Nope, nothing as of yet. Now the fight for height begins. They've been building out of arc from in your elimination feed now into our top 10. Issa, the controller god as many regard him as, takes down Sam. Another one onto Thatch too. So Issa from Europe getting involved in this game as well. Vivid and Rogue Shark all the way on high ground. Still multiple ballers in play. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Fortnite World Cup Solos competition. This is game 2
oh
of
my
6.
God.
Oh no!
And they're max mats. You know he's got max mats.
But he says no! This is mine, young man! And takes it right back. No mats! No mats! No life! Vivid is out!
Oh my God, this is a mess.
Of this game. But he got the limb.
A turret. There's a mounted turret. People would do that so you could break a ramp instantly.
Sitting in the middle of the pack right now. 7 players remaining. The end of game 2 right before your eyes, folks. 122
oh my God.
He can't spend any time.
Double barrel?
Oh,
no, that's a foot knock.
Player going down inside the box.
Someone's campfire.
One right behind outside. Can't find a beat. Issa goes down, placed in 4th. A 1v1. Dubs, the ultimate high ground. The crowd
how does it go from something so chaotic to something so chill?
Looking to see if he can capitalize on this advantageous position.
Down low, it's Dubs versus Skype.
A little bit of a build-off between the two, layering defensively against each other, but Dubs,
that is
build. The flint knock to save him on the drop might be the play just outside ahead of the build. Maybe can catch himself on his opponent's future.
Why? Oh!
Inside the storm. This might be it. Shockwave into the flint knock, in the safe zone, doubling back, another one, a valiant effort. He's got.
He panicked. He should have saved that shockwave.
He won't be able to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Game.
That was actually a really good launch pad that he saw those skills.
So I'm just going along with what he said.
All right, but here we have
Tfue
playing his classic high ground center map, more or less.
He's gonna launch.
Does have a lead for the next zone.
Really?
Movement options for him.
Wait, why did he put it down but not take it?
In the last game, he had the shadow bombs. Didn't really pan out for him because King, very thirsty, went for just all the water.
I guess it is risky rotating on foot with
I'd say
65 people
certainly
in World Cup. Everyone's good.
Quenched in his thirst, but then Tfue now, this is sometimes you're flying and then you just become a magnet, and that is unfortunate.
It's Clarity G who picks up Tfue. Unfortunately,
I feel really bad for Tfue, man.
One wall open from behind.
Times you
All about timing. Link putting some.
It sucked that he was on wood
Storm
too. If he
Surge
was
isn't
using
effective
breaker metal,
in
he'd
this
been
game.
good. Well, maybe not good, but
Open it. Yeah, they're what we like to call a shambles loadout, as Link doesn't have much loot.
no.
the pro amp for this tournament using the same setup that they're all using. You can't hear good sound, guys. You can hear the casters talking, and you can hear the crowd, the echoes. It was really hard to hear audio, game audio.
Apologies there.
He's sitting on 2 ballers here. You see one here. He knows his opponent's gonna have to go for one, but I guess a little bit of scouting there is gonna realize someone's waiting, baiting all of the loot as well.
Also
Oh my
off
God.
screen, Leshy did take out Evil Mare. You mentioned that before, Monster. Ended up happening. And then Storm now, 65 HP.
That was
Where's
not
this
worth it.
player
That was a
then
risky
winning for the
grab.
fight?
It's Wakey. Wakey's right nearby.
850
Sun and
mats.
Wakey are sitting now in the zone here. Biding time here. Wakey, 3 eliminations, tied up for the most elims in the game so far. You have Wakey, Leshy, and Aspect all at 3 eliminations so far.
Just under 50 players remaining in game number 3. Players have boxed up.
So the thing that I don't
wanna play this slow
understand
game. Wait for anyone to make a
is why are they using the replay mode, which is laggy, buggy, you don't see exactly the hit markers at the right time, when they could just be using their perspective. Maybe they didn't want to use like Elgato's or like a capture card because then it would add input. Like I don't know.
mistake.
But
It's going to be hard, but for some players like Dubs, they're going to need it.
they could just be overlaying the storm info on top, couldn't
gone
they?
Well, for I would say one of the favorites here.
Dubs did go for the shot, unfortunately could not connect. It looks like Clarity's gonna pick up Core Gaming there instead. Dubs, we saw in the previous game, do that baller all the way to the end game.
Yep.
Really playing slow and methodical here. You can't stand still. Dubs has definitely found himself a target nearby.
You see some, I think they're just looking at each other. They know exactly what's going on.
Oh, it's gonna break.
Circle's
Oh, I thought
gonna
it
be
was gonna break.
closing down now. We're gonna find out where the next one is. And that's when players start to prioritize these rotations, the movement. Dubs does have a baller. has been his strategy. He did it in game 2. He had the ball pretty much all the way until the end there. Got shot out of it. But
Bugha's on high
to a second place finish. Another top 3 finish for him, top 5, top 3, maybe even a victory royale, right? But ideally that,
You tried to catch him right there. You saw that? You wanted to put him in the box for a second there and take it.
Trapped him right there. Player will have no idea what to do at that moment.
It's actually pretty interesting as well because Class
He's gonna put a low
is
card.
desperate right now for an Elam. He has to really feed off of a Siphon. He doesn't have any other way to heal. Even taking the safety edits, making doorways so that he doesn't expose himself even for the slightest bit.
I feel like the meta in Fortnite has been the same for such a long period of time. Like, everyone rotates the same way. Everybody knows when to rotate, when to not, when to hold people. Like, I want something game-changing where...
Right in his face, he did pop that shadow bomb. Now we're going to game 1 winner, Bugha. He's dealt 420 damage in this match. Hasn't taken a single shot. 1 elimination for him right now. As
shadow bombs are coming in clutch for him.
Action feed begins to fall. You see so many names getting eliminated one by one. Bizzle out of this one. That was from Lechi, who's having one heck of a game, taking out some big names.
Layer.
It is really going down right here. You can just kind of breathe in this overhead view right here. Man. Bella EU doesn't even realize he has the high ground right now. Clarity G just nearby as well. Bugha at the upper layers in this end game, just trying to avoid that lower ground congestion. All these players are just slammed in the middle right here. As Andretta gets the high ground.
Better if they removed the name tags or made them smaller.
Well, you gotta be careful. Those shockwaves will really sting and take that placement from you.
Yeah, he has been laying low so far, but does manage to maintain the high ground. Lost it for a brief moment, but wisely enough went outside of the storm to regain some of those builds. On the right side of your screen, you got Bugha and Lechi.
Bugha has 7 builds, guys. 70 mats.
5 eliminations. Bugha, your game 1 winner. Maybe looking to get a second win on the board. How massive will that be for your current first place
Dang, there was so much mobility.
Lechi
like
just picked up his 6th elimination now. He is really popping off right here.
On Hutje too, a big player there and a big connection for him. Lots of builds to work with.
Oh my God.
Does get another one. That's Kinzo.
Get out of this layer.
Right through the trap he goes.
He's gonna go
Bugha,
up,
one
I
of the
think.
superior box fighters in the Fortnite competitive scene right now.
Lechi went up for the high ground. If you see it on the left side, he went high ground. He does get possession of it, but ends up getting hit there by Andretta and finally eliminated. But what a run Lechi had in this game. Finally comes to a conclusion when he went for high ground. Now it's Bugha again.
Oh my God,
with
nice
11
builds.
players remaining. We're about to get into the top 10 here, Monster.
Look at last we saw. He does get taken out right there. Unfortunately, it's Peter Pan who takes him out with 6 eliminations. Peter Pan, the dark horse right now. He's going to get wiped out here too, but it's still a great game. Wakey, who we saw leading in eliminations at one point, is still popping off as well.
Isn't that a Harry Potter reference?
Maybe he's going to get a back-to-back win. Riverson, he's got the high ground. He's got the explodes. He sees players. He has 11 builds. So he has to be very conservative with this. Does pop that player in the baller, forcing them down. Going in for the engagement now. More explodes. 5 remaining.
Right, it's so crazy.
And he tags him up for a lot of shields there. And Riversand has to reset. Needs to be careful not to get hit by that storm. Someone's going to be above him.
He's too good.
An elimination onto Skype. We're now sitting at a 1v1. 2 players left standing here. Who's it going to be down low? It's Dubs. It's Dubs down low.
Dubs wins this, doesn't he?
Dubs on his site. Who's going to get the win here? Riversand navigating, tarping. He has 7 builds remaining. Dubs trying to play defense, giving himself any kind of cover that he could possibly maintain. But Riversand, a few more explodes remaining. That could punish Dubs.
Oh, he could have shotgunned him there.
Really trying to keep him down.
He's got 2 builds.
Golden Boy.
Oh man, this is it. He sends another one out, and there's just telling him he gotta run. He goes into it. He's still holding position. Dubs has the high ground, but he lands in front of him, and Dubs gets a victory royale on the. Use those and get to the other side, get to the safe area, build around and protect themselves, and hope that they can continue to gain more placements as we take a look at the overhead.
That's right. He was holding his breath because he needed to get that top 25. He didn't break it through in time. Everyone left in the game has already gotten
nice. He's doing the thing where you can do it infinitely.
The threshold, you want to continue to stay in this game here.
So
that's exactly what Tfue was doing with the Shadow Bomb, hopping around the builds here, trying to keep a low profile. Bizzle still in the running. One of the innovators when it comes down to tarping and pushing out with effective and clean builds.
Just one of the greats of Fortnite altogether. On the side, I was looking at this fight between Ruxin and Riversand.
He's only got
Riversand
wood.
went for high ground numerous times, and
Mongraal
Tfue gets eliminated by Mongraal. And then Rux has high ground, as you see on your screen to the left. Then you have Bizzle.
Psalm's
still
in a
very
baller.
much in this one. Takamura with 4 eliminations and earning
Bugha's still alive.
placement points as more players begin to fall. And we're coming down to the final moments.
I just want one full
That's
screen.
right, we are.
Yeah, there we
And we're
go.
going to jump into Takamura's POV here because he has 4 eliminations and he doesn't plan on stopping. Neither does Mongraal because Mongraal catches Benji Fishy as well.
No
Take a
way.
look here, Takamura tarping out. He is going to
Brick.
fall down.
Use brick.
He's going to get shot a few times here. What's he going to do is he's going for the high ground. He sees an opportunity. It's his to take. Now jumping over with Mongraal in the low ground. Drops another player right here. Is he going to be able to connect in full? Can he convert here? He does not.
So many players are landing in front of Mongraal here. Coming down to the wire. Top 9 remaining. 1 in front of Mongraal. Does he get the elim? He manages to just get away by the skin of his teeth. And now Mongraal gets
Oh, I
up to
remember
the
this
high
Bugha
ground.
wins this
Maybe
with a
uses
shadow
it.
bomb,
If
right?
you keep jumping on the wall, you won't go out of the shadow state. He gets up top, but there's no one going to be there. There's a person all the way above him. Knocks the structure down. And the player does manage to catch himself and maintain the high ground positioning here. We have some great players still left in this
Oh my
game.
God, Mongraal's going in right now.
And looking for number 5, and that was on Nate. We're now down to the final moment. Top 5 monster.
He had to fully commit there. Those are the maps that he needed. He's still in the game
Oh,
here.
dear, good
He's going to
block.
go all the way forward and have to trade him with the 109 to the face here.
Huge
He's got a match.
elimination on
There was someone saw him.
Takamura. We're into a 1v1v1v1. Top 4 players now. Mongraal in the ultimate low ground. Going up against the player. It's got to be Bugha.
was Bugha.
The game 1 winner will not be enough against Mongraal, who does get picked quite a bit. He loses a lot of HP. No more builds.
Oh, that was sort of a different game I'm thinking of.
Goes to the veteran Psalm, who manages to pick up a match.
Didn't really consider this game, unfortunately. Bugha 1 elim so far. Continue to look on down. Here's the perspective.
Unknown
of the
Army,
drop coming
Mongraal,
on in. Everyone's made it up
Zate,
on the map
Bizzle.
right now. Still some people on the edge. You see the likes of Cease still alive. Clicks, Zate, Creo, Cosmic, Skype, who earlier on took home a game of his own in game 2.
Quick note, by the way, Riversun, who we saw eliminate the 6th place position, has gone down himself in 4th.
That was a good draw.
He is out of this game. 44 players reversing your feet, going down to Dementos. And we are not even at placement position just yet. And we're looking at the 6th to 7th circle transition starting in 10 seconds. Everyone has to move. The people that have the best opportunity to take shots back, they're going to be able to pick up a lot of eliminations. Players are going to be on rotation. These are about to get real tough for a lot of
The
the
edit. So they just wait, hop the
hold
ball
it.
and roll. Now, I don't think you can hold high ground from this where we are on. I mean, yes, high ground will be very good, but this is going to be a long rotation if you want to make it.
Dang, man, those
At the top of the
ballers.
moment, Bugha, you see him
Shockwave,
squat on
oh, that's
with
so
the
good,
Shockwave
being that
grenade,
high up.
Setting up, always getting ahead of the zone.
Wait, was that Bugha? Sorry, I gotta go back and just see. How did Bugha? Oh, he shockwaved, yeah. Okay, so he's right here.
This is going to be a long rotation.
I'm telling you, man, he saves his shockwaves for the moving zones. That's something you can tell he clearly practiced.
On over with the shockwave grenade, setting up.
Or sorry, his shadow
He's getting
bombs. Did I say
ahead of the
shockwaves?
zone as
His shadow
far as
bombs.
possible. Pika there as well.
The back behind him going to take even more shots at players on rotation. Very smart plays. The shadow bomb, and he still has 3 more. So this rotation better.
Now
be
he
a
gets
good
ahead
one.
and looks for a shot rather than build right away. Well, usually. I guess he was in the open there.
He knows how close he is to placement points, and he's got such a lead right now that unless someone has a monster performance, if he just gets placement points, makes it to the top 25 again, with just 2 games left, that could be really all he needs to secure this Fortnite World Championship. And he got the zone. The zone's going back his way, but Bugha goes to edit out, and there's a shotgun waiting for him. Down to under 50 HP, frantically trying to pop these
my God,
minis.
he's got
The
2
spray
people on
coming
him.
through. Can
Or
our
is that
leader
Synchro?
hang on to placement points? Storm Surge activated on some of the remaining players. Bugha peeks
Shadow
out again
bomb,
for
get
a
ahead,
shot.
look
Not
for
gonna
shot,
connect
then
yet.
build.
32 players left. Shadow bomb being used. Can Bugha make it to the top 25? 3 more points. Can be the difference.
He's gotta build
between
now.
Making
Yeah.
it as our number 1 player today.
He's gonna try to wait now, and then shadow bomb again for next zone.
Just so frantic.
230 mats. He probably wants to pick though for a refresh if he can.
Box to box, right next to another player. Players like Bugha will opt to build straight up.
Why do you use it now? There's still 8 seconds for next down.
He's going to pick up placement points. Keep an eye on the feed just to see only one elimination.
Oh, he wasn't in.
Remains.
I thought he was.
There it is, 25. So he's already
he wanted placement.
To push him even higher
Guarantee it.
on the leaderboard. Everybody left picks those points up too, but as we move, players starting to drop.
He's gonna go for the kill?
Sky
No, he's
still sitting on a baller, as well as Fat Pika with the ultimate high ground, and Bugha right in the middle, right in the thick of it. Look on the outside. That's a very smart play. In that moment, you have a baller flying up. You don't want those players to hold on to those. Take the shots to break it out. Maybe force an engagement.
Only 8 builds.
15 now.
No builds.
No movement items.
You don't have any floppers either, not in this meta.
A fantastic game for Bugha.
Yeah, notice that there's no one in Storm.
Elimination. How about a second? Bugha, what are you doing? 2 elims come in. He's back up to near full HP.
Oh my God, look at his mats.
And he's got all the materials he could ever need. Bugha, how are you making this happen? From no mats and no movement.
So clean with the builds, man.
Bugha at 3 elims, still ahead of the zone. He can absolutely win this game, Dr. Lupo. 2 away from more placement points.
Opts to drop the extra weapons in his inventory. A gold AR, the green pump.
Staying ahead of zone 2, he's set.
42 builds remaining, and he's just looking. 5 players left. He is sitting in one of the best spots I think he could have possibly imagined. Creo picking up an elimination. He is in the
this is where someone shockwaves up. It's a 1v1 with Bugha in it.
He's looking any chance to pop through when a player is not looking to get a shot in might be enough.
Still has mats, 1 player below. Bugha just staying ahead of this. Hasn't been taking 1 score tick so far.
Oh my God.
Player up top fighting, player down low fighting.
Oh my God.
Make the impossible happen, dodges the trap as well. Taking a little bit of storm damage. Bugha's got to make it on in.
He's got 1 build. He's got 1 build.
1 build left, drops on it, Bugha. No, but either way.
He's like, yeah, I got my placement.
He's done what it needs to do. He knows how important that game is. Now we're in our top
consistency.
3. Pika up top. You're following him earlier on today. Pieces and Creo all the way down low.
0 builds in Pika's inventory. It's going to be tough. He's going to have to drop in and go for a fight.
Dang.
Cannot connect. Pizas finds
just
that elimination. Creo
He died.
gets the final one in game 5.
I'm talking like I don't know who wins this.
Still has the launch pad.
But like, you know, if you're in 3rd place right now or 2nd, like you're not gonna take that place from Bugha unless you like win the game. This final game.
Bugha hasn't had to move in 5 minutes.
Nope.
He's had a height, he hasn't had to move in 5 minutes. He's sitting so pretty. Here's out a limb.
He didn't use pyramids, he uses
taken out.
Are you kidding? Look at him laugh. Look at him absolutely laugh. Quick 1 tap on Storm on the move.
It's a gift. It's his birthday? That's about as free as it gets.
Bugha might be the luckiest player with zone placement I think we've ever seen in a competitive Fortnite match. Sitting atop his tower, a castle of metal, unthreatened.
And he built it with metal earlier, and he just kind of hoped it would work out this way, and it did. He's been sat here for so long. It basically sums up the leaderboard. This is the leaderboard in the game itself. Bugha on top, nobody nearby, no threats, nothing. Now with the zone moving, everyone soaring, and this is where it picks up quick, folks. The final moments of the Fortnite World Cup. We're watching Bugha. Oh, please.
Oh, no.
Imagine.
No, he's good. Nobody's shooting at him. Because everyone had to rotate.
Picking up a pair in the feed there. Fluttermoys and Dubs both go down. Gonna be 2 very good eliminations there.
Oh, good moves. He's wasting so many mats though. Did he need to do this? He wants height.
And Bugha is looking for shots on.
He ends up dying, I think. He doesn't clutch.
Still has that high ground advantage. He's others looking to try and contest it. Benji Fishy moving up as well. Ballers still rotating on the low ground. Tfue making his way across. A lot of damage coming in. Only 1 minute in the inventory and 15 builds remaining. A tough spot for Tfue.
He's so close to placement, but can he survive? King with elimination.
Player count continuing to drop. Bizzle, Takamura, Zayt picking up multiple eliminations. 30 players remaining, 29.
Oh no.
To get closer and closer. Benji Fishy goes down. Tfue eliminated in the box. Kurtz picks that one up.
That will end Tfue's
It's because it was wood. If it was like brick, he would have been good. Brick or metal.
Off high ground at the moment.
He shot it so quick. TB probably didn't even hear because the audio is probably bad.
He's made it in the top 25. At this
Oh my God,
point,
Bugha with the
it's basically a
shockwave.
victory lap. Yeah, he's getting beamed out of the sky, but he doesn't care. He'll drop on in, pop some minis.
He's got a
King
campfire.
on the top right at 6 limbs. The guy's an absolute brawler. The 13-year-old should be so proud of how he played today.
13-year-old?
Up top, Crew, the double qualified player as well.
Another elimination. Takamura goes down.
Bugha now into your top 20. Mongraal, your Fortnite World Cup is over. Vivid's still alive in this game. It's Crew with 4 limbs atop our leaderboard right now. As most limbs of who's still alive. Bugha there as well.
Wait, he's dropping a purple tag for green pump. That just goes to show you how much they've changed.
Uses his way out of this one.
Ball moving over the high ground. T-Chef going for a challenge up top.
Oh man, look at Hyatt.
Take it over. Meanwhile, Bugha. Box fight for his life. A little back and forth here. He's waiting to see if this player rotates out. There it is, a big shot.
Oh my God, he chug splashed him. He's got so many knives. Yo, look at this.
He's gonna trap the ball. Oh, the ball escapes.
I thought that was an enemies. I love Bugha's builds. They're so good.
Bugha's still moving through, and at this point, it's a sign of respect. We've got to watch this man continue to dominate.
Yo, Kurtz is the best height man.
Dr. Lupo at the end of this game, he'll most likely be crowned the best Fortnite player in the world.
I've never seen anybody play in a competitive Fortnite match.
He's laughing. Yo, Bugha's got a smirk on his face, it looks like.
Now, but he is absolutely dominating every single player he's run into thus far. Looking for a shot here. With a couple of minutes.
Oh dear. 270 mats, he's chilling. Final zone, got a minute
Top
left.
10.
Chug splasher, we can go in storm.
He knows it. He knows it.
Absolutely ridiculous.
9 players left. Unrelenting.
Imagine playing this right now and knowing you're getting $3 million. Just have fun with it, you know?
Started. There's all the remaining players. Running low on materials, but he still wants more.
Oh, he's saving his campfires maybe to heal.
4 limbs in this game. Box it up for Molt. Pyramid comes through. Bugha still alive. Shots going down. Can't connect with
Oh my God, one build.
left. The final one was support. I roll.
Oh, dude.
Bow down.
I think he dies here.
Bow down
Yeah.
to Bugha.
Doesn't even matter. 4 players, 3 players.
He knows he's got the
remaining.
camera
It's a fight
behind.
out for the victory royale in Game 6
2
of
left.
1v1. Crew still in it. T-Chub as well, back and forth, and it might come down to a
That'd have been
heel-off.
so cool if
T-Chub
you won that,
dropping down
man.
those campfires. We'll see here. Crew following it all the way in, and T-Chub goes down.
I've seen your side of the story.